everyone, it is Sunday night. Well, it's Sunday night where you are as you're listening to this. I'm actually recording this ahead of time. So it's actually the night before our trip, and here I am. I've packed my bags, it's all done, and now I'm sitting down to record the last couple of videos for while I'm away. So the whole point of doing this is to still have something to check in with you each week, and I hope that I know so many people tell me they enjoy these videos, so it's lovely to be able to still continue to do that even while I'm traveling. I'm actually away on the Stampin' Up incentive trip, and so that's pretty exciting because this is our first trip in 4 years, and it's a 7-night cruise to Norway. So we're leaving tomorrow and flying Sydney to Singapore, then Heathrow, and then jumping on a boat down at Southampton and sailing around Norway on the west coast for about 7 nights. So it'll be a lot of fun. And then we're tacking a few extra days onto the trip at the end. So we've got the cats looked after here at home, and everything is in place. Bags are packed, and just the last few more things to do before we are able to zip off on a train tomorrow morning down to the airport. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys something tonight by request. So Judy had requested, she wanted to see this bundle, the Around the Bend bundle in use. And I'm going to show you a few things. It's a really fun bundle, so I'll give you a few ideas on how best to use it. Let's switch over to the desk and get going. Okay, so this is our latest catalogue. This one came out at the beginning of this month. It seems like we've had it longer than that, but anyway, it was the 2nd of May this one came out. The Around the Bend bundle is actually a set of dies that you can see here on page 162, and the stamp set is on page 116. Let's just look that up. So the stamp set, here it is here. It's nice because it's got some curvy shapes that match up with the dies, and then you've got some nice little greetings as well. And it's a really lovely set. I've used this a little bit on a scrapbooking page. If I remember, I might show it to you and how I use these leaves in the corners and what I did with it. But anyway, it's a fun set. So I wanted to show you a few ways to use it tonight. And I've got some pieces. This will be a pretty quick and simple card, but I think it'll be something that you'll enjoy. So like I said, the stamps are really, they're simple, but they have some lovely elements and some nice curvy shapes. And I do love curvy shapes. Do you remember we had the curvy dies that were around a couple of years ago? Actually, let me just turn that over. It's upside down. So I've got, there you go, like a scalloped curvy edge that you can actually make an interesting edge with your cards. Maybe we'll get time to do that. If not tonight, maybe another night. And this is my favorite die in the set. This one does a curved corner, but it's got these beautiful leaves coming out. So here's one I've cut earlier, and I actually had a rectangle, and I cut 2 opposite corners to give me an interesting shape that I could then put on the front of a card or do all kinds of things with. And we're going to do something a little bit similar to that. There's also some daisies and some little leaves that are really pretty as well. Actually, I should grab that scrapbooking page if it's close by. Let me just see. Okay, so this is the scrapbooking page that I did with this bundle. You can see I used white ink and stamped into the corners with my leaf stamp. And then I used these lovely, this little edge here. I cut this piece of glimmer paper and then put it against a black background so that it would stand out. Doesn't that look nice? I really love that. And then these are the daisies also. So this little daisy here from this set with some of the leaves. And this glimmer paper has been retired, but we have some beautiful new glimmer paper in different colors. But this one was soft succulent, which was a very, very popular color. So yeah, this stitch greenery die has actually retired, but this lovely leafy edge from the Around the Bend dies is still around. So that's what we're going to use tonight. Okay, so I've got a couple of pieces here. I've got a piece of basic white thick. So the first thing I'm going to do is fold that, and then we can set that aside. I'm using the grid paper again because I really, really like this. Now, this is a piece of the paper from the Countryside Inn suite. Absolutely gorgeous paper, all the different blues. And I've just chosen one that's sort of navy stripes. Can you see that? Looks good, doesn't it? And then I've got a piece of white, which actually, if I was to stick it on, which I'm not going to, but if I was to stick that on, it would just be matted by the other piece below, the navy piece below. So what I'm going to do with this piece, I'm actually going to have this piece be my layers. And what I want to do is I want to have this corner here cut off. So the piece has already been cut to size, but then I'm going to cut this corner off so it's going to sit on the front of the card. So I need to bring in my cut and emboss machine. So let's just move this out of the way. And we'll bring that in. And I'm going to set that right here. So what I want to have is I want to have the corners, the edges here going just off the edge of the white paper. And so that means that these leaves sort of are meeting up with the corner. So I'm just going to, oops, I just realized I've got both plates sitting there and that's not going to work. So let me do that again. How's everybody going? Have you had a good week? I hope you have. Like I said, I'll be checking back on the comments, so don't be afraid to tell me stuff in the comments or ask me questions because I will be checking. All right, so I'm going to roll that through. So this is just one way to use this die. There's a whole bunch of different ways you could use it. You could have the leaves much further up if you wanted to, but I've actually got mine down here in the corner, and as you can see, these pieces all come off quite easily. They're just going to release those. And then we have this lovely edge. Okay. Now, the thing is, we're not going to see a lot of the stripes. It does look really nice because the stripes are coming out and showing through the leaves. And we could attach that to the card and put some greetings and maybe some daisies up here, and that would look really lovely. But I am thinking about doing, do you think I should, of course you can't tell me because we're not live, but oh, I don't know. I could do the top edge like I did with this piece, okay? But actually I kind of like it like this, and I'm thinking maybe I will leave it like that because I think it's really rather nice. Just got a bit of a mark there. And I do like the little stripes showing through here. So let's move this. I might need to emboss and cut some other stuff, but this is a start. All right, so I'm going to attach this, and I'm going to use, well, you could use Tombow or you could use Seal or whatever you would like. This is a newer Tombow, so this one will probably be easier to work with. And let's add this. So the nice thing about this this set is, like I said, it's got some different curved shapes that will give you some different effects. And I'm just working with this leaf because it's my favorite. So I'm going to line this up as if I was matting it with the blue. And then that's just going to go there in the corner. You could put some glue under here if you want to have these adhered down, or you could leave them loose. Totally up to you. I don't know. What do you think? Do we like it like that? I think I do. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll just put a little tiny bit of glue under a couple of these leaves just to anchor it a little bit. Not too much though. All right. Now it's going to need, obviously, it's going to need something going on in here in the middle. Now there's a number of things we could do with this. This is the white, that would go on like that. There are a number of things we could do with this. I'm thinking I would like to maybe have a little bit of ink blending on here and then maybe a label over the top. Now we could use a label like the one that I used last Sunday, actually, which was the one from the Labels Aglow. This is one of my favorite labels that we have. I think it's really beautiful, and that would look really lovely there. But I'm thinking maybe a tag might be nice. So let's glue this down first. Look how beautiful this paper is. Isn't that gorgeous? Stunning paper. I love all the blues, and I love all the, there's little animals. This one has birds, but then some of the others have, you know, there's foxes and there's trees and all sorts of things. Really, really lovely. Rabbits. Okay. Let's pop that there. Okay. So I do have these other elements, and I think I'd like to use them. So I'm going to grab, goodness me, Cookie, settle down. He's having a, and I don't think I can go get him because when he's in a mood, so I'm thinking I might use those. When he's in a mood, he's not going to want to be touched or to come out, but we'll see. If he doesn't quieten down, I might try. All right, I'm thinking, because this is navy, and maybe we could use, maybe some balmy blue would be nice. So let's give that a look. Or maybe some misty moonlight. Do you think a stronger colour? Let's see. I'm thinking maybe misty moonlight. Let's grab this. And the other thing I want to do is I want to grab my tags as well. So this is from the TaylorMade tags. These are lovely, these dies. They're so good. Really, really useful. I use them a lot. And there's some that have the straighter corners and some that have more of a curved corner. And I'm thinking not the biggest one. That's going to be too big. But maybe, no, I think I want it to go that way. Maybe this one with the curvy edge might be nice. So, and when it comes to adding a greeting, there's a just wanted to say thanks. There's a hello there. There's an I'm just so happy for you, and you are a blessing. The you are a blessing's nice, but I feel like it needs to be, the curved one probably won't work as well on the tag, so I'm not going to do the curve, but I am going to grab a little bit of basic white cardstock. Give me 1 second. And we'll cut this out. And we're going to cut these too. I'm going to do a white daisy, but I think I might do perhaps some silver. Some silver leaves might be nice. I think that'd be really pretty. I'm just going to cut them right over here off screen, just in the interest of doing it quickly. Which would be great, but then I misplaced my upper plate, so I had to grab another one anyway. So I'm hoping that you will be able to see lots and lots of pictures that I've been posting in the last week or so. Of course, I don't know yet what I'm going to be posting because I haven't done it yet, but that's kind of fun, isn't it? Right, so we have one of those, and I'm thinking which, I think the hello there would be good. Oh, well, that one's not in here at the moment because I use that here. Oh, yes, it is. Here it is. Stop looking. I'm going to go hello there, and I'm just going to pop that right here on my tag. That's Misty Moonlight. It's nice. It's a nice strong blue, even though it's not as dark as Night of Navy. And I'm going to use my, so this is going to end up here. So I want to sort of have this right in the middle, and I'm just going to start by moving this around and around. And I don't actually want a circle. I kind of want an oval. So I'm going backwards and forwards and making it a little bit longer because I want it to come out from above and below. So that's looking rather nice. So let's see if we can get that happening. And even if it's a little bit blobby, don't worry about that because you're going to cover most of it up anyway. I'm just going to soften that a little bit without adding any more ink. Okay, so it's kind of looking like this. And then I'm going to pop some dimensionals behind that. One, two. Of course, we could add a vellum circle if we wanted to, but, you know, I know you're very shocked, but I'm not doing that tonight. Are we surprised? I'm not going to put this down properly until I make sure it's straight. Yeah, it's not too bad. Right. Now, I need to grab here it is. I take your pick tool and just use these little guys here. Now, I feel like I'm going to need more than, well, maybe I don't need more than one. So let's, what color shall we do in the center? We could do some lemon lolly. I have some here from a card I did previously. So let's just add a little bit of that in the middle. Not too much, just a soft amount of color. Just like that. And then I was saying, I think I'd like to do these maybe in silver. So let's see how that would look. Also, maybe I could add a little bit. Oh, I wonder how they would look if I cut them out of this. I wonder, because I haven't used this before to cut. It may not work as well as I'd like, but I can try. That's a great idea. Let me just give it a whirl. Or we could just use good old silver foil. The silver specialty foil is still available, so that might be nice. Okay, so I have cut some of these. Let's see how they look. So this is here. And then I have, well, it's not bad. I don't mind it. And of course, we're going to need a ribbon. So I'll get to that in a second. Well, that's kind of pretty. I feel like I'd like something else going on in the middle of this, this flower. I could add some little gems. That might be nice. Some iridescent rhinestones because they're very little, so I could add several of them in the center here, and we'll see how that looks. I can change my mind if I decide I want to change my mind, but we'll just see. So there's 3. I don't know whether I like this or not, but I feel like it needs something in the center. Use my take your pick tool to position them. These take your pick tools are amazingly useful. I use mine a lot, and I hope you guys get a lot of use out of yours as well. I'm squashing them all together. I'm going to add one more. So while I'm sort of putting this together, for anyone who hasn't heard, I have a special promotion on while I'm away. So that's right now. If you place an order, $50 or more with me here in Australia, and you do so before the 6th of June, then I will give you guys an inspiration pack. Now, the inspiration packs will be going out next month when I get back. But an inspiration pack has in it, it's a little bag with several handmade cards. Probably, I'm going to guess, I'm going to say 3 handmade cards, and then a pack of embellishments, and also a souvenir from my trip. Now, I'm not sure what the souvenir is going to be just yet because I haven't got it, but I'm on the hunt for something while I'm away. Something small and flat, maybe a magnet, maybe a sticker or stickers, maybe. What do you think? Do we like this? It's looking rather pretty. Now, it does need a ribbon. Absolutely, it does. And I'm deciding, because we've got this lovely, the lovely leaves here, then we probably need to have a ribbon. Like, I love this ribbon, but I think it's going to be too wide, and the bow is going to be too overwhelming here in this spot. So that's probably not on my list. This one, this beautiful blue, this might work. Now, I could tie a bow with it, but I think maybe a knot would be better, or I could put my ribbon through and then tie it with some twine, such as linen thread. That would look okay. But I'm thinking, let's just try a little knot and see how that goes. So I'm just going to feed the end of the ribbon up through the hole. And I can always trim it in a little bit. And just let's tie this just in a simple knot and see how it looks. Because sometimes that's all you need to do. Just a really simple one. And then I'm going to cut my ends with my ribbon scissors. I love this ribbon. Always after an excuse to use it. What do we think? Do we like this? Do you think that looks rather cute? Doesn't look bad. I don't mind it. And I don't know, the Dazzle paper, this paper is beautiful. It's in the new catalogue. If you missed it, you'll be thinking, how did I miss that? It's so lovely. It comes in this lovely silvery champagne kind of colour, and then also in gold. And that's the 2 of them are in the pack. It reminds me of those Glomish handbags that we had back in the 80s, or was that 70s? No, I think it was 80s. It seems 80s to me. I know it was very blingy, and I was always fascinated by Glomish handbags. But that's what this looks like to me. And we had some of this color, not the gold, but we had some of this color as a celebration offering a couple of years ago. But now we have for sale in the catalog the 2 colors together, which I think looks lovely. And I think there's how many sheets? 4 sheets of each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 sheets of each. I've used up a couple of sheets of this guy already, but I haven't used the gold yet, so I've still got 4 sheets of that. So, and that's in your annual catalogue. In fact, when you look in the catalogue, can I make a suggestion that you might want to go, if you love specialty paper, because I'm a big fan of specialty paper, what you might want to do is go and have a look at the specialty paper page, because there's some really fun things on that. Okay, so specialty papers on page 127, and there's our Dazzle paper right there in the middle. It's called More Dazzle 6x6, which is a great name for it. But there's lots of other specialty papers here as well. Now there's this one down the bottom, which some of you have already seen me use before. This is the soft shimmer 12x12. Absolutely beautiful. Then up the top here we have the textured 12x12. So this is textured paper, so not just your flat plain cardstock. It's got a beautiful texture to it. Over here, the 9 is a luster specialty paper in all the new in colors. I don't have that one yet. And this one up here is a specialty paper in last year's in colors. Okay, so some of you, if you like those brighter colors, then that might be more your thing. We still have the distressed gold paper that was in the last catalogue. Love that. And over here, number 3, these are just plain gold foil sheets. I always make sure I keep some of those in my collection. Always, always. over here, this number 2, I'm going to be doing a class with this next month. This is the white center 12 by 12 paper. So that means it has a white core. It doesn't, the color doesn't saturate all the way through. And that leaves some really interesting possibilities. There's a whole bunch of different things you can do with that. So I will be talking more about that in the weeks to come. And up here, number 1, this is holographic paper. So you've got the purple, the kind of like a pearlescent one. But it actually says here, berry burst, holographic, and starry skies. So that's the colors that said are in this paper. I haven't got it yet. I need to have a really good look at it to see what I can do with it and how it works. But I haven't done that yet. And can I just show you, this is a sneak peek for those of you who are interested in the inspiration packs. I'm putting them in these 2023 and to 2025 in colored treat bags. So I've bought the treat bags so that I can send those out to everybody next month. So that's what the cards and the souvenir and the embellishment pack will be in. One of those little baggies. I'm going to get a closer picture of them up here. Okay. All right. Well, that's going to be my video tonight. I know these Sunday nights are not as long, but it's a little check-in. Don't forget, if you are placing an order through the online store, I'm just going to put my blog up on the screen right now. And I'm doing this because this is where you would go if you wish to order. It's lhiggins.blogspot.com. And when you go there, there's a Shop Now button. When you click that, it takes you straight to my online store. So you'll see my name up in the left-hand corner. It says you're shopping with me. And you can go through there and browse for new items in the catalog. You can check out the clearance rack. You can do all kinds of things in there. And it's very easy. You just need a credit card. And it's open 24 hours a day. And it's certainly open particularly while I'm away because I'm not around to take your orders any other way. So the online store is where it's at right now, guys. So you want to check that out. Okay, so how did we do? I think that was a fun little card. Judy, I hope that answered your question about some different ways to use the around the bend dies. I will just pull them out again here so that you can get another look. I'd like to do something with this one. I haven't used it yet. And so this creates a beautiful edge for your card, but you've got like a lot of little holes just above that, and that's rather cute. And this one just does a beautiful big rounded corner. So, you know, if you were taking the edges off, you know, it's rather lovely, isn't it? So you could really round your corners off and do something really fun. And then you've got little leaves, you've got little daisies, you've got little hearts. Super, super cute. Really cute set. And I hope that you will, if you haven't already got this set, that you'll have a little look at it because it's lots and lots of fun. It's not a bundle. The stamps and dies are separate. They were a bundle in the previous publication, but right now in the current catalogue, they are separate items. But I hope you'll check them out because I think they're great. All right. Thanks, guys, for being with me tonight. I will see you again next weekend. And in the meantime, watch out for lots more photos to come your way. Looking forward to sharing them with you. See you soon. Bye.